You are listening to the O'Brien and Bolt podcast. Well, as I mentioned, here we are at the end of December, and Christmas is almost upon us. I don't think that would be a surprise to anyone. And we thought you might need some tips on gifts, and I have on the phone Dale.
Yeah, my name is Dale. How are you? Hi, Michael. Great for having me on.
Well, thanks for being on, Dale.
I'm just going to say my last initial, which is an I, but they said, you probably shouldn't say your last name. So it's just call me Dale I.
Okay. And Dale, you're calling...
Dale I, period.
Okay. And Dale, you're calling from North Palomino?
I'm with customer service here at North Palomino Hardware. And we're waiting for you to come in, not you, but everybody, to come in for that last-minute shopping rush that we get every single year. We're kind of the last place people think of when it comes to gift giving, because we're kind of, we're for the guy, gal who has everything.
Uh-huh.
They come down here, and we're just pleased as punch to, because the art of customer service is just doesn't exist anymore, really.
You own and manage you do customer service for a hardware store.
Well, I wish I did own it. No, but Merv and Ida do, and I'm not supposed to say their names. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in. It's a corporate ladder. I'm climbing up rung by rung by rung by rung. And we sell ladders, by the way. For those of you who are looking for that gift for somebody who has everything except a ladder, we got those, and it's so much fun. Helping people help themselves, and because the gift of giving is a gift of joy.
Giving. Of joy, yes. Well, now who would you give a ladder to?
Well, the guy needs to go up somewhere.
Okay. All right. Next question is how would you wrap a ladder? Has anybody ever come in? Well,
what I would do? I just put like a big bow on one end of it. Well, maybe if it's an extension ladder, you're gonna need a bow on both ends. If it's just a step ladder, we have so many different ladders. Please come down and check them out.
Right.
Step up right in when we have a whole section of ladders. Right when you walk in that one little alcove, it says "step up" to the ladders.
Oh, that's great. So since you mentioned it,
I came up with that idea.
Oh, that's very.
Merv, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, that's very, very, very clever, Dale. So, since you mentioned it, what are some of the? Why don't you tell us what some of the different ladders are? There's step ladder.
There's a whole bunch, but you know what I was thinking that would be fun to talk about too, besides all the rungs on the ladder, and there's all kinds of metaphors for ladder too.
Mm-hmm.
Some are more controversial, so I'm not sure whether we want to go down that rabbit hole.
Probably not.
If it's controversial, probably not, right?
Probably not. No, we don't want to. We don't want to go down
that. Probably not. Safe and sorry, ounce of prevention, all that
right.
kind of
stuff. I'm curious. So like, if I'd love to hear you name some of the other kinds of ladders.
Step ladder.
Right.
Extension ladder.
Extension. Okay.
Folding ladder.
Folding. All right.
Step ladder. Here's one thing that people don't even think about because they're absent-minded. They get to the top of the ladder and the ladder is not quite long enough. Right? You can't reach it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't reach the Mixmaster that you put on the top shelf because you only use it once a year when it's time to bake cookies for the holidays or whatever.
Right.
So you're up there, and then, hey, guess what? That thing, that very top step there that says right on it, this is not a step.
Yeah, that one. Right.
That one says this is not a step.
I've seen it.
You know why they say that on there?
No. Oh, well, yes, I do, but you tell me.
Okay, what you tell me then? Why?
Well, because it'd be dangerous. It's dangerous to be up there on that, what's not a step.
Because
you could fall off.
It's not a step.
That's right. It's the top. It's the top.
Anyway, it's not a step. It's where you put the paint can, or you put the tool, or the screwdriver, whatever. Speaking of screwdrivers, that's probably the most. We probably sell more screwdrivers than anything else in this whole store.
Is that right? Okay, so people come in and they'll buy screwdrivers as a present.
What do I get for my significant other, my son, my daughter, my boyfriend, my wife, my husband, my girlfriend, my boyfriend? What do I get them? Why do they have everything? No, they have the screwdriver. They have screwdrivers. They have wrenches. They have a drill. They have sandpaper. They have tablecloth. We sell everything. salt and pepper shaker. They have fireplace wood, and I work my way over slowly without them even knowing over to the Allen wrenches.
The Allen wrenches.
The hex,
okay.
Hex keys.
Uh-huh.
I say, but, do they have a hex wrench or Allen wrench or a hex key if we're in England? Do they? They go, I don't even know what that is.
Well,
well, I tell them, and then they walk out with a set of Allen. Surprisingly, that's one of our number one gift-giving items for the holidays and birthday season. And, of course, it goes to show you, it's also probably the most returned item.
Mm-hmm. Well, that does not surprise me.
You got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks with the receipt, so.
Yeah. Well, now, if you really wanted a set of hex wrenches, that could be a wonderful gift. But like if you're trying to give some magic around the holidays, I'm not sure that would do it. So people do.
Well, we're not a toy shop.
Well, no, you're a hardware.
These are not people. These are not toys. These are real.
I know they're not. You don't have to get huffy about it, Dale.
Huffy.
Yeah, you don't have to get. You sound like
who's huffy?
Well, in your voice, I hear you sound a little, miffed, maybe.
Well, no, you were inferring that we sell magic kits or something.
Well, sometimes people are looking for,
and that's when I said it's not a toy shop.
Right.
If you want gifts for your kids to put under a tree or for their birthday or for any celebration, don't come here. We sell sandpaper and glue.
Right. And I can't imagine that someone would give. I just can't imagine, Dale, that someone would give sandpaper at the holidays as a gift. And that's nothing against sandpaper, but I just can't imagine that. Like, oh, wow, you shouldn't have. Look what you got me, some sandpaper.
Well, I can count the number of people that come in and say, my friend has everything. They don't need anything. And I will, if I get them over to the Allen wrenches and they say, no, they got them, I'll say, well, do they? Then I might take them over to the sandpaper. And if they don't have any, or they don't know what grit,
mm-hmm.
Grit,
yes.
Keyword,
right.
Keyword there, grit on sandpaper. Maybe they don't have an 80 or a 120 grit, or maybe a super fine 180 or a 220. I say, do they have a 220 grit?
Wow.
I don't like to argue with people, but they just don't know. Mm-hmm. I say, take a chance, buy it. You can always bring it back 2 weeks, keep the receipt.
Right.
Otherwise, it's just source credit. Michael, it's just source credit. Anyway.
Right, Dale. Well, Dale, thank you. I'm sure that you've helped some some listeners.
The other day, a woman came in. She bought 4 cans of paint for a present for her husband. I think she's going to get an argument. You know, what? Oh, I know you needed it. You know, whatever. And she just wanted him to paint the bedroom, the extra bedroom. Now that the kids are gone,
I'll get around to it.
Yeah, right. That's a quote for that he probably said. And, you know, and then, of course, the sandpaper and all that. But, you know, here was the problem. She couldn't make it out to the car with the 4 cans of paint. So everybody stood there in line waiting and waiting and waiting because I helped her take the paint cans out to the car. Customer service. That's what it's all about. Customer service. You just don't see it anymore.
That is a gift in itself.
North Palomino. North Palomino Hardware.
That's a gift in itself, the customer service. Dale, thank you for all that you do. And for
hey, look for our flyer, 10% off.
I will 10% off the ladders as well?
No. Actually, there is an asterisk that says ladders not included.
I thought so. All right.
And some of the other stuff, too. But
all right. Well, good luck to you and Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays to you.
Happy New Year to you, too. And may all the joy of the New Year brings, I hope it brings it to you.
You've been listening to O'Brien and Bolt, the podcast. I'm Michael O'Brien.
And I'm Geoff Bolt.
And our job is to entertain
as well as inform.
You know, if you like what you heard today, please give us a big thumbs up on your source for
all your podcasts.
And you can find us on Facebook at O'Brien and Bolt. Thanks.